Hi everyone, this is Lovely with another Bright Line Eating vlog. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be talking about today because I have a lot of different things. And I really think that I need to make a 6-month kind of reflection video. So if you watch me and you're interested, please let me know what would you like to know about? What is the most important thing you'd be interested in hearing about of my journey over the past 6 months? I've been kind of creating a list of things that I think are important to share. But I'm still kind of compiling that list. So I just turned over, this week was the first week into month 7. So I've been doing it for 6 months and half a week. I started on a Saturday, so that's kind of like my day one, back August 3rd, 2019. And I did, the first month I did weekly reflections, and then I think I did a reflection on month 2. But I don't think I've done like a reflection, a sort of summary reflection since then. So, but just to get current right now, I am struggling this past month with no weight loss. No, I haven't gained weight in a month, but I also haven't lost. And what happened was I kind of went up and down, and then stayed exactly the same as it was a month ago. And I know that, intellectually, or, I know in my mind, because I've seen it, both from what Susan has said in her book and her vlogs, and also on our Facebook pages, that it's not a linear journey, that a plateau isn't until you've had no weight loss for 4 weeks. And I'm like, okay, it's now official, I'm at a plateau. But that, it's, don't make any changes till you've been, not losing for 4 weeks. So I'm going back and forth with being depressed about this. Even though I know it's normal and it's just part of this, it's depressing, because to have 5 months of like consistent weight loss and then a month of like no weight loss, it's just like, ooh. And it's like, man. And of course it enters the saboteur of like, well, this is just not going to work. It worked for 5 months, but now it's not going to work. And of course I know that's not true, right? I know it's not true. So I've got to do a lot of self-talk. I've been really leaning into the fellows I have in Bright Line Eating. Not so much online this week, but I have a, for lack of a better term, mastermind group, although we don't follow that guideline. But I have a mastermind group that I talk to via Marco Polo almost daily, sometimes more than once a day. It's 3 of us, and my partner's kind of like a silent fourth that we kind of connect to when we all get together physically, because we all live in the same area. And these 2 actually happen to be people that were already my fellows in Overeaters Anonymous. And so when I found out one of them was doing Bright Line, I started, and then the other one wanted to start and heard we were doing it. And so the 3 of us were like, oh, well, let's connect and let's make a group. So anyway, I've been leaning into them, and that's been essential, because one of them is like 4 months ahead of me in Bright Line Eating, and the other one's a month behind, something like that. And so we're all very close in terms of the amount of time we've been doing it, and a lot of similar issues have come up, and we all also are on social media with the other Facebook groups, so there's a lot of commonality. And so I find it's critical when I am going through stuff and I'm feeling alone, even though I know I'm not, right? To get their support and help. And so anyway, this week I decided to make minor adjustments. So looking at this past month, I was like, was there anything that I was doing differently? And I know that I was eating out a little bit more. I always ate out starting from the first month. I was eating out a little bit more. I was weighing and measuring less. Like normally I weigh and measure my food 85% of the time. And that dropped down to like maybe 65% of the time. And what else? I think I was having a little bit more fat here and there in my eating. So for instance, I would, I would use, this is interesting. I was having more salad. You'd think that's a good thing, right? But I was doing, salad actually was hard on my digestion. Also, like, what? Supposed to be good for you. Good for digestion. But it was hard on my digestion to go from, like, I hardly ate any salads the first 5 months. Literally, like, I would eat, like, maybe one salad a week. I was just doing cooked vegetables. And I usually roast them in the oven, or when it's warmer out, I grill them. So this past couple weeks, I kind of got into salads for the first time in my life, and I was like, how can this, I was having a hard time pooing, basically. And I think that may also have something to do with my weight stasis. And it's getting a little bit better. My pooing is getting a little bit better. And if this is the first time you're watching a Bright Line eating video, yeah, we talk about poo. No, I'm just kidding. Please watch my other videos if this is the first one you're watching. But so I'm working on the poo, and I tried what I call the poop tea, and it's this tea, Smooth Move. I tried it once and it did nothing, and I was like, well, forget that, because I didn't really like it very much. So I tried. Well, anyway, I need to make a whole video about my poo, but the point of this was that I've been struggling emotionally and mentally with not losing this past month. And I go in waves of, this is awful, this sucks, I'm, what if I can't do this? Despair. To, no, you got this. You're slaying this. Do you realize what you just ate today? Like yesterday, I had the most boringest, simplest lunch. And I was like, this is fine. And that to me is a miracle, because before Bright Line, I was like, everything has to be a taste explosion, and I'm a foodie, and it's got to be so amazing and so tasty, and I have to eat as much as I can eat within, my abstinence for Overeaters Anonymous. And of course I was like eating twice as much food as I needed, and I was constantly obsessing about food all day long, and I don't do that. I mean, I still think about food, and I still have triggers and all that stuff, but just a lot less and a lot less often. And yesterday, like, I had this, like, oh my gosh, I just ate a simple meal. I had butter leaf and radicchio lettuce. I had a dollop, half the protein, 2 ounces of chicken salad made with mayo. And it was just the chicken salad from the can. It wasn't even sexy chicken salad from a rotisserie chicken or anything. That was on the lettuce with, I had some shredded carrots on it, the lettuce too. No mayo, no dressing, and some beets. And that was, an apple. That was my lunch. Oh, because I had half protein for the chicken salad, I also had peanut butter with my apple. It was like, woo. And it's like, no, it doesn't. It's okay if it takes you longer than you want it to take you to lose this weight. You're changing your relationship to food. Like, it's so big to change your relationship to food. Like, I need to come back to this video and be like, don't stop changing your relationship to food. This is the miracle. This is the work. This is something you've not been able to do your entire life. You're 49 years old and you're doing it. You're slaying it. Sorry, that was just for me. So anyway, this video is getting pretty long, but I just wanted to check back in with the Brightland family and share, you know. No, I don't want to just share when I'm having a good time. So I'm lovely, and so are you, and wishing you love, peace, and self-compassion. And if you like my video or any of my videos, please like and subscribe, because that helps me know what's working and what you're liking, and I appreciate it.